Hello there, everybody. My name is Zombie Punk TV, and I am your host. And we are going to be getting into Black Mesa Source run by Shvok. But real quick, before we hop into that speedrun, real quick, I want to tell you guys why we are here and what we are doing. We are raising money for the Equal Justice Initiative, and they are committed to ending mass incarceration and excessive punishment in the United States, to challenging racial and economic injustice, and to protecting basic human rights for the most vulnerable people in American society. It's a great cause to be donating money for, and we have some amazing milestones to back that up. Coming up next for the $2,000 milestone, which we are so close to hitting, guys, is the Final Fantasy randomizer, Drop Your Weapons. And then after that, you got the Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD Ultra Heaven run at 2,500. We can make that happen. We can make those runs happen, and they will be awesome to watch. I promise you, I will not let you down on that one. And of course, this charity event is nothing without some sponsors to help us make it run smoothly. And we have the Chasing Rats Games sponsoring us. We're proud to team up with them to bring their critically acclaimed debut game. Well, they're bringing their. I need more coffee. I swear to God. Struggling. They're dedicated to speedrun and practice modes. There's an update to Steam coming soon, with the Switch version update coming later this year. So keep an eye out for the special showcase Saturday, which is today where I am. It's just early in the morning. And then we have OES. They aim to offer an easy-to-use on-demand solution that anyone can use to host live stream events with no need to maintain expensive infrastructure and build custom software. Hosting a live online event has never been easier, whether for web conferences, content creator streams, or speedrun marathons like the one you're watching right now. But enough of me rambling. I'm going to throw it over to Shvok for Black Mesa Source. Take it away, buddy.
Cool. Thanks, man. Hello, everybody. Welcome. So I am Shvok. Fairly new to speedrunning Black Mesa. Only been doing it for about 3 months, but I'm happy to be here and that you guys would have me. Joining me on the couch is the Kovic, who's also a fellow Black Mesa Source speedrunner. We run both two different categories, but he's an awesome dude, and so you'll hear his silky smooth voice from time to time. And but yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started here. So time is gonna start when Barney disappears off the screen here, and I'll let Kovic explain what the rest of that and what's going on there. So let's get started.
Everybody.
All right, give me a countdown.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
And he's gone. So let me go through that. What Shvok just did is he made a quick save and quick load on the very first, we call it tick, which is essentially a frame of the game. And what this is the map in a sort of default position, which includes this security guard disappearing, and it also includes a certain elevator at the very end of the map already being at the bottom, which saves us about 10 seconds.
Mr. Freeman. I had a bunch of messages. Good
So right now we're just, got stuck on the wall there a little bit, but just crouch sliding and bunny hopping to the HEV suit here. So in Black Mesa, in this version of the game, there's a new mechanic, crouch sliding, in addition to bunny hopping, that allows you to go faster, quicker than just traditional bunny hopping would. I'm gonna pick up this book, use this to teleport this Barney here.
right on through, sir.
Saves us a little bit of time. And so this is the elevator Kovic was talking about with that first tick save load. It's already at the bottom, so it saves a bunch of time.
Morphine administered.
What's up, Doc?
Maybe we should explain the category.
Yeah, actually that'd be good.
So This is call it no clipping, which means we are forbidden to push objects into walls in order to make us stuck and go through the walls. We can't do that here, so hopefully what you're gonna see is some awesome pure movement.
They're waiting for you, Gordon.
Yeah, so like normally we would actually clip through the floor in this stage and then no void clip category. Kleiner's not teleporting for me. Cool, thanks Kleiner. But, you know, as Kovic said, I'm not allowed to do that in this category, so I just use a prop to block Kleiner there, and saves a little bit of time, so he's not blocking your path out of the control room.
Oh, there you are. Everybody's been looking for you, hombre.
Gotta throw the VHS tape in the garbage for good luck.
So that's why my RNG has been so awful lately.
Exactly. That's world record pace right there. Getting that in the garbage can, 10,000%. So if anybody is like not familiar with the Half-Life series games, especially Half-Life 1, so the beginning of this game is like Metal Gear, lots of cutscenes, but after this next major cutscene, the game just takes off and it's just pure movement and gameplay pretty much after that.
We've assured the administrator that nothing will go wrong.
Just find the best way to entertain myself while we wait.
Gordon, we have complete.
You can try and pick up that panel in the corner.
Let's let him in.
Yeah, with my luck, I'm gonna get stuck in it. source physics.
I'm gonna use this opportunity to talk a bit about the game versions, because it's slightly important.
Everything seems to be in order.
If you know a bit about this game, you might remember it releasing all the way back in 2012, which was the very old mod version. It worked as a mod for Half-Life 2. These days, Black Mesa is a standalone game released on Steam, and this is the 0.9 version, which is not the current version. And we use this version because some of the skips that we want to use have been patched in later versions, so it's a bit slower.
Yeah, it's almost like the devs watch some of these speed runs.
Very good. We'll take it from here.
Wink, wink.
Power to stage 1 emitters in 3, 2, 1.
So something kind of interesting that I've mentioned to Kovic before, like a little nuance of this test chamber. So normally when the stage 1 rotors activate there, or emitters, it causes this horrible vomit-inducing screen shake. But I noticed if you bunny hop around and your feet are off the ground during the frame that triggers, there's no screen shake. So, like, it actually looks fairly normal right now. The screen shake in this game can be pretty darn bad during some scenes.
Not a problem, probably. But I'm showing a small discrepancy in... Well, no. It's well within acceptable bounds. Sustaining sequence.
We've just been informed that the sample is ready for you. It should be coming up to you at any moment. Look to the delivery system for your specimen.
So also, normally in like the original version of this game, so like the gold source Half-Life, there's a way to skip out of this test chamber by using a boost from the sample there. So currently in this version of the game, there's no known way to bypass any of this. We're just kind of stuck in here and have to wait it out. It'd be great if somebody ever figured out a way out of here, though.
I guess you could play Zen only and don't play this chapter.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it teleports us to Zen, so I'll just save load into Zen. I mean, beat the game already, come on. That's not world record pace, I don't know what is.
Fun fact, you can die in this room.
He is right, and it's happened to me during live runs before. Because that is my luck. Weird shit always happens to me when I'm going for like a PB or a new record. Die in weird spots, get stuck in shit that I normally don't get stuck in. It's fun.
You might have noticed he's got 70 health now instead of 54. When the disaster happens and you wake up, you're always at 70 for some reason. The devs just give you 70 HP.
Just a little bit of movement there.
Listen. I never thought I'd see a resonance cascade, let alone. Hi, Schrodinger's cat. He's alive.
Gordon! Thank God for that hazard suit. All the phones are.
Final cutscene, and then I promise it'll get more interesting.
For sure. So, just like in Half-Life 2 and other source-based games, you can teleport AI. But an interesting thing that I found is like, if you miss the teleport or the object that you're using to teleport the AI gets stuck, it loses collision. So I usually set that other piece over there to the side or in other areas. Ooh, almost a first tap teleport. In case that does happen, which rarely does, but can happen. So that way at least I have a backup object to teleport the AI if I need to.
We're off, ladies and gentlemen. You can see Shvok is in first place. Very awesome.
World record. I missed the slide. It's a very tricky slide that you can get through the door in a single motion there, but I didn't get it. Made it through the door. So if you're quick enough, you can pretty much make it through that door without it slamming shut in your face. Which is, you heard Kovic reference game versions earlier. It's much more consistent in 0.9.1 than it is on the release version now, which is 1.1. It's so much more RNG, no matter how fast you are through there. And hitting the grate there with the crowbar does not do anything. That's just me goofing off. Go for a save.
Scripted shot.
So Kovic, do you want to explain this section here?
Yeah, so we're going out of just out of order, and there's a clip brush in front of the railing, which disappears the moment G-Man goes behind the corner. So we spend a bit of time jumping into it.
Fairly smooth hallway there, Pog.
Very nice.
Getting stuck on barnacles, not Pog.
The pity G-Virus went to sleep. I could so make some G-Man G-Virus jokes.
Go, somebody go wake him up, give him a call. So Kovic, do you want to explain what we're doing here?
Yeah, surely. So what we're doing now is called save deleting, and it involves making a save that's called semicolon, which is something Windows cannot create. And then when you try to load that save with a bind, the game becomes a bit confused. It says, I don't know this safe, and instead gives you the default or def set position and weapons and ammo, which is very useful for us here because A, we get healed to 100%, and B, we get some grenades.
Ooh, what'd I get
which
stuck
are
on there?
going to be useful. Oh, that was very strange. You get some grenades, which will be useful in a moment. Oh, nice, second try.
So that's actually, and I'm not kidding, quite literally never happened. I have no idea what I got stuck on there. But again, source engine, so, you know, hey, these things happen.
Now we're going to use that grenade, and we're going to use another thing in Black Mesa, which is called quantum pause. You can pause the game in a way, which is not just pressing escape. It's a different way. And if you do that, the Gordon pauses and his position gets stuck, gets paused, but the world around him still moves. So you can hold the grenade, jump, do quantum pause, and wait until it explodes. So it makes things certainly easier because you don't have to time grenades and things like that.
Let's see if I get the electricity skip here first try. I do. Let's go, baby.
Okay, he was buffering, quick saving and quick loading to get through the damage trigger of the electricity.
Which is quite tricky to do because you have to time it. Like the timing is based on the loading speed of your PC essentially, so it can be tricky. But Kovic can explain it much more eloquently than I can.
Yeah, you don't want to spam the quick save, quick load bind because that's too fast and you'll just perform one quick save. But if you press it at a rhythm of about 0.5 to 1 per second, then it will work nicely. And we'll use quantum pause again, this time to do a boost with 2 grenades, one on the floor and one in your hand. And this way we skip the freezer section.
I can't hold on much longer.
Yeah, so that actually skips a pretty good chunk of office complex there.
So it's a good minute of safe time.
And so what you guys are going to see, which is pretty regular in this game, I'm going to do yet another save delete here so I can get health, ammo, armor, and a few extra weapons I didn't have before. This is also Kovic and I's favorite part to run right here. This part of the game has so much... The movement here is the most fun out of any chapter in the game.
Avoiding booby traps while sliding around. Very nice to play.
It involves a good amount of precision and is just a crap ton of fun. So that was actually really smooth because we saw G-Man teleporting away there, so that's how you know you went pretty quickly through that section. That was actually not too terrible.
Nice slide.
Yeah.
Up the stairs. Yeah, this is a big brain strat. We stand on the button in order to be slightly higher and hit the level transition trigger a bit earlier.
Don't shoot! We're with the science!
Automatic medical systems engaged.
Not as smooth as I would have liked through there, but that's okay. Another quantum pause. I didn't quick save there, a very high risk, but here we are. What's speedrunning without just a little bit of adrenaline? And so also like save deleting here in these elevators, it saves you from having to ride the rest of the elevator. So it starts us out on the next level fresh and ready to go immediately, which saves a good bit of time all on its own. And the way that our timer works when we do runs normally is like during those moments where the game is paused like that, the timer is actually not running. so that's not counted against your time, like when you do those save buffers and things like that.
Yeah, on the leaderboards, the time is counted without loading screens, so it's fair for everybody. So even if you have a very old hard drive and the game loads minutes every time, you'll be fine.
Exactly.
Speaking from experience.
It's a way to keep it consistent and fair, actually, because of how many transition triggers there are in this game. Get out of the way.
Wait, we have to shoot this scientist so we can press the button ourselves. And not have to wait for him. It's a shame he has to die for the sake of speed, but that's life.
That's life? That's speedrunning. So pretty much this next section here usually is a good judge for me to be able to tell like how badly I'm going to get screwed on RNG in the game, because this is like the first good bit of it. So I'm going to go for a strat here. I'm going to do a quick save that's basically pixel perfect, and so much so that it's basically RNG. So let's see if I get it. I did. Oh no, just barely. Almost. Alright. Well, we'll just go ahead and do this the normal way then. For speedrunning, that is. Just
So
barely.
there's a little tiny column at the very end of that hallway, and you can bounce off it and go straight into the pipe. And it's not easy, man, to do that.
Oh, that was so close.
Yeah, that's a very, very difficult strat to pull off. And like I said, it's so precise, it's pretty much RNG. Like, you have to have like the perfect amount of speed and hit it at the exact angle to be able to get it to work.
The hilarious thing is, it doesn't even save that much time, about 8 seconds. But it's so cool, everyone wants to do it.
Yeah, it just looks cool.
That was the one we were discussing earlier, right?
That's one of them, yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, this elevator ride you can't really skip. So we're just quite literally along for the ride until we get to the top here. So in the category that I run for this game, we basically do this part Half-Life 1 style. So that is to say, I'm going to use some grenades. I'm actually going to pick up a little bit of health here. And we're going to boost around this section, skipping a good bit of it using grenades here. And quantum pausing.
Normally, when you play this normally, you go through the silo and you find a nice big green tentacle there, which you want to burn down. And so you go through different parts of this section in order to reactivate the rocket engine. But going through the silo would be slow, so you use grenades to go around the silo. First activating electricity and then fuel for the rocket engine. And then burn it down.
Burn it all. Burn it to the ground. Kovic, do you want to, while I'm doing this, do you want to explain like what the other strat is for the other game version that you run for this chapter?
Yeah, if you run no void clip category, or God forbid any percent, you can do a strat called tentacle skip when you get stuck inside the tentacle monster and then quick save and quick load to go through the floor into the next level, and you don't have to do the puzzles here at all. But it's very fast, but it's an annoying strat because you're dependent on the tentacle behaving itself and hitting you in a way you want. So it's a bit RNG based.
Yeah.
And if anyone spent 15 minutes on the internet, you know that tentacles never behave themselves.
This is Black Mesa, not anime. Get your mind out of the gutter.
You might want to take some HP, Shvok.
Yeah, I'll take a little bit when I get to the top of the ladder here. And I am a little low on this run. So, burns a little bit of time, but we need it for more grenade boosting. because the first one I did there was a single nade boost. These last two are all double grenade boosts. So, quick save. I don't know if that's the angle. Oh, that was perfect.
Awesome.
That was really good. My favorite games to speedrun, and one of the reasons that I picked up Black Mesa as like a former Quake player, Unreal Tournament player, is I love movement-based games. To me, it's like so much fun, and there's so much to learn and optimize. Like as I talk about optimizing, I die, but like just the skill ceiling for movement-based stuff, I love it. Some of my favorite.
Right, the reason he didn't take fall damage there is because if you use a ladder, it just sticks you to that ladder, and you don't take any damage from falling, because you basically stop falling.
Yeah, it's kind of like almost an equivalent to in other parts of the game, like landing in water or on the edge of a railing. It just somehow negates all fall damage. Because, you know, video game logic, right?
Yeah, also sloped surfaces help for not taking fall damage.
I don't know where my grenade disappeared to. Everything in here is still alive, not cogged at all. Like, you guys all saw me throw a grenade in there, right? I'm not insane, or maybe I am insane. But probably what happened is I quick switched a little too soon, so maybe I didn't actually throw the grenade. That can happen.
We'll see. No, you threw it. You have only 5 now.
Speaking of which, we got a quick question from chat here. They're curious, is ammo management critical in this run?
It isn't, because we do a lot of save deletes, and every time we do that, we get a very nice chunk of ammo.
Right, and even in some cases, weapons that you didn't previously have or don't get until like later on. So for a majority of the run, health and ammo management is not as critical as like Half-Life, you know, running the original Half-Life or anything like that. Just because of that mechanic that we can abuse, just absolutely abuse the hell out of. Now, there are some parts of the game where you can't do a save delete because it'll just break the game. And in Zen, management is a little bit more important, but for entirely different reasons. Which you will guys, if you stick around, you will find out why. Because Zen is nothing but massive explosive boosts. Like, that is pretty much the entire Zen. All chapters in Zen. Give myself a small boost here for a bit of speed. So normally there's like a short puzzle you'd solve there to like lower that pipe. And then...
One more save delete here. And we seemingly teleport a long way, which is true. For some reason, the default position is about 20 meters more downwards in that hallway, which is very useful.
Get a small boost from the explosives there. That was actually really good. So we just stop off here to pick up some grenades for this next little bit here. Because we will need the SMG grenades. And of course, during a live speedrun is when I get stuck on every little piece of geometry imaginable, so that's always fun.
Speedrunner's curse, right?
It is. It really is. So Kovic, do you want to explain what just happened there?
Yeah, so Shvok got attacked by these hound eyes, and they have an attack which is able to move props or objects around. And so what really happened is their attack destroyed a box, which is a floor below, which is blocking the generator here, and we want to activate the generator. That's the goal of this map, basically. And so by luring them into that position. Oh, that was very nice. Luring them into that position, he was able to get them to destroy the box and not do the puzzle normally, saving time.
So you can see landing on the edge of the railings there, I took no fall damage because it's sloped enough, and again, video game logic. So that's... There we go. I got a small boost there. Getting a forward boost is good. Getting a back boost is not, and those head crabs just really hurt me pretty bad there. So if the Gargantua is in a bad spot, which he kind of is, this might not go well. Okay, that wasn't too terrible. Kind of got screwed over a little bit there, but we're all right.
It's fine.
So the only thing this means is here in a second, I can't do a, there's typically a grenade boost we would do that saves a bit of time, but unfortunately, oh, that's not good. Which typically saves a bit of time, but these things happen.
Random Vortigon strikes again.
It's really interesting how he can be there.
Ruining marathon runs since about a month ago.
So normally here we just get a small grenade boost through there to get us to here. So again, I'll let Kovic explain kind of the logic behind what I just did here in this save delete, which loads us into the next map.
Right, so on this elevator is the level transition to the next map, and you're normally supposed to arrive there with the tram. And the way the transition works is there's a counter for the amount of entities inside the trigger. So one for Gordon, one for the tram. It sees 2, it transitions. But what we do instead is we go inside the trigger, which puts us at 1, and we quick save and quick load. And the game remembers 1 and sees Gordon again because he appeared there from the quick load, and it puts it to 2. And when it's at 2, we transition. So we trick the game a bit.
So there, Kovic, also, can you explain how I was able to leave the tram there?
Yeah, in Black Mesa, the tram is supposed to slow down and not go away into the distance when you leave it. But if you move sideways and quick save and quick load, again, the game kind of forgets and the tram keeps moving.
And so there, we just use that barnacle to get us up so that we can start solving this puzzle while the tram's on its way to us.
Yeah, we need the tram for the next part, because the final door in this map won't open unless the tram is near. So we can't really leave it alone. We need it for a bit. But the tram is actually slower than the player, so we just go ahead and solve this puzzle a bit quicker by not riding it.
So I just dropped those 2 grenades there to clear out another Vortigaunt and the rest of those head crabs. There's some head crabs and Vortigaunts that spawn in when you start solving the rest of the puzzle there. So just toss a couple of grenades out there and get rid of them, and then we just ride the tram to the end here. Stopping off momentarily while we wait on the tram to get to the next trigger to pick up some more SMG grenades, which we will need here in just a little bit. So we'll take our, I call this the friendly turret. So we will set him down nice and gently, friendly little turret. And gentle like. Kind of like friendly little trees, but a friendly little turret. Let him guard the tram for us. So for these next few sessions, we're not going to use the tram at all. And I'm just going to move through this on foot at the speed of Gordon.
I actually did some calculations from Hammer to real life, and at his top speed, Gordon is about as fast as a Japanese train.
there you have it, folks. Gordon is as fast as a Japanese bullet train. Hashtag he did the math. Also, Kovic, you want to explain to our beautiful viewers how we're able to climb ladders so quickly?
We're climbing ladders slightly faster than normally by spamming the crouch key and the use key. Oh,
sorry, continue.
Important announcement. This is the space cone. It's our Lord and Savior. If you put it on this rocket, you will get good RNG.
Everybody salute Space Cone. Godspeed. Anyway, sorry, Kovic, I did not mean to interrupt you there.
If you spam the crouch key and the use key, you will sort of glitch along the ladder, climbing it a bit faster.
So typically here, like when I remember to, especially, it's a little bit quicker to move along these barriers up top because of the weird like geometry of the rails. Your movement speed can be not as fast sometimes. So this looks good. I don't have to wait around here too long. That's pretty all right. And now we wait for the rocket to launch. So pretty much that section's a series of highly calculated and meticulous SMG grenade boosts, as you can see, followed by one more here, shortly after this section. Alright, everybody wave goodbye to Space Cone. He's done his job well. The rocket is going into space. Goodbye, Space Cone. You will be missed. Crouching at the bottom of the doors while waiting for him to open is also good RNG. Just so everybody knows. You have to do this if you run Black Mesa. And that is our last grenade boost here that we do. Gives us a nice little bit of speed before dropping down. Oh, I actually hit that slope perfectly. Did not take any damage there. So this map trigger is the same as the one before. So I'm just going to load in, do a save delete, and it'll basically teleport the train, or us, to the train. Then away we go. And do one more so that I can move and get off the train. So normally you'd ride the train down and then have to solve a series of puzzles underwater there, but to get to the other side here. But being able to hop off the train there saves us from having to do all of that, and we just skip that entire part altogether and proceed with the rest of the map. And here, we can just sort of go on down here and go ahead and just open this door because the alien shark is so busy playing with his food, aka that scientist, he just totally ignores Gordon. Apparently HEV suits don't actually taste that good.
They're very rubbery.
They are. They are. So there's actually a trigger here that if you break this box here, that there's a trigger there that spawns in some Vortigaunts. So we just kind of Skip that, and we go say hello to the G-Man, and then goodbye to the G-Man. Get out of my way. We have to kill pretty much everything here and make sure he doesn't get stuck. Okay, good. So if you don't kill everything in this room quickly, the scientist doesn't open the door there, so the quicker you clear that room, the better.
The science team has been tracking your progress with the Black Mesa security system. Unfortunately, so has the military. That suit of yours is full of tracking devices. Still, it's better than going naked in this place. It's cold in there, so you'll have to hurry. It could sap your suit power in a matter of moments.
And then, so pretty much this next part coming up, we'll be transitioning out of here and going to one of my favorite parts of the game. Everyone, absolute favorite part of the game. Love it so much. It was so well done, well thought out. Totally not a time waste at all or a filler, content filler. It's so well designed. Kovic, residue processing, agree, disagree? Best part of the game.
Wait, I'm still tuning my sarcasm meter. Oh yeah, it's perfect. I love it.
Yeah, it is the perfectly conceived and created chapter in the game.
Why don't I believe you? Also, do we have a moment for a couple of donations?
Absolutely, donate away. Actually,
Fantastic.
do that.
We got $12.88 from Manix86. $1,800. What a great first night, but keep donating generously. Thank you, everyone, as every little bit helps Equal Justice Initiative. Donation towards Sailor Mercury, because she's still my childhood crush. That hasn't changed from 8 hours ago. Thank you very much, Manix. And we got a $2.12 from Nico Plays Things. Don't mind me just fixing the counter. Thank you, Nico.
We got him. All right, come on, give me a hand here.
Sailor Mercury. He was the green one, right? Mercury. Which one was Sailor Mercury? Ours is red. I'm probably spending way too much time thinking about this.
Sailor Mercury was one blue, I believe.
Blue? Oh, okay. That would make sense.
Why not just kill him now? And if they find the body? Hey, look, bud.
So this is probably one of the few like cutscenes that I actually liked it better in the original Half-Life. Just mainly because of the voice acting. It's I don't know, it just fits the scene a little bit better. Those Marines there have a little too much projected bravado for my taste. And if they find the body, what body? Like, it sounds like they're going to do other things to Gordon. It's very disturbing. And so now we're just waiting on the trash compactor here. And I'm helping these guys clean up because the janitor, I don't know, got teleported to Zen or something. Who the hell knows? And fun fact about this scene, these monitors are real time.
There's a med kit to the right of you.
Yep. Give that. So this, going down into the trash chute here, Kovic, I kind of forget, so I'll let you explain, but it's very, very easy to take a crap ton of damage and even get insta-gibbed while jumping through here. It's very annoying, so I'm gonna quick save. And let's just hope for no damage. Yeah, okay, see, I just took a pretty good chunk of damage there. I was hoping I'd get through without, but oh well.
Oh, there's a very awkward seam in the pipe there. Something.
Actually gonna stop off and pick up that health pack because of that. So, as I said, everyone, this here we go. Best chapter in the game, residue processing, poggers. This is it. You guys are about to see the pinnacle of level design and game development in this chapter. I mean, there's nothing better. And for those of you who may be numb to it, that was an incredible amount of sarcasm. I absolutely hate this chapter. It sucks. I don't know why it exists. I wish we could just skip the entire thing altogether. And yeah, a very tedious movement because there's so much to get stuck on there. Unfortunately, yeah, that's how this chapter goes sometimes. I should probably just do that. There we go. First try. Look at that, guys. Everyone saw that, right? First try. Good.
I mean, that's what I saw.
That's what, yeah, exactly. That's what I saw too.
Right?
We all saw the same thing. We're watching the same stream here. That was actually very close. I nearly landed on that railing. Do another quick save just in case. Get chewed up by that, whatever that thing's supposed to be. Agitator, crusher, whatever. Speaking of crushers. Oh boy. So the one thing that's not like the original Half-Life is this part of the game here going through the crushers. You can't really time the bunny hops to get through them like you can in a Half-Life 1 run. And so these things are just incredibly annoying and somewhat inconsistent and the bane of my existence. I hate them. I have to quick save a lot. And so that's basically what you just saw is like almost best case scenario for getting through them.
Yeah, it was very nice.
Oh, that was beautiful. I even clipped through the wire trap there. Hogs, let's go. Didn't get killed on the crushers. That was actually very good movement there. I'm very happy with that and came out of it with very good HP for the rest of the run, so yay. So
All
just
right, time for some positivity. What's coming up is questionable ethics, which I think is one of my favorite chapters. Let's put it this way.
absolutely. Same here. So no sarcasm this time. This is actually one of my favorite chapters in the game. And so what you guys just saw there, so like before we were using the quantum pause technique for grenade boosts, I just used it. The Hound Eyes attack can also boost you. So I quantum pause there and then use the Hound Eye to boost over the fence. And then because Gordon can drink soda at the speed of light, we just shoot the vending machine there and get a bunch of HP really fast. Gordon is like a speed drinker. Insane.
Yeah. Despite what your dentist might tell you, drinking soda is very healthy for you.
Absolutely. And if they ever ask you why you know that, tell them because Gordon taught you. Foolproof plan. Let's hear it for NA aim. Thanks for the boost. Get a small boost from the shotgun marine that's around the corner there. So I just kind of step in there to hit a trigger to start a cutscene while we go through all this for the Tau cannon. So while that cutscene's playing out, we don't have to wait on it. We just kill these guys. Okay, forget what I said about NA aim. And so by the time we get here and we finish these puzzles, that cutscene is completed. And we can just walk right in and grab the Tau Cannon. Which is a very fun, useful gun. We don't actually kill anything with it, but we do use it to go very, very fast. Which is one thing I like that has stayed consistent between Black Mesa and the original, is you can still use the Tau Cannon to give you some pretty nice speed boosts. Oh, I think Kovic just dropped. Oh, and he's back.
No worries.
I was just explaining to everybody the magic that is the Tau Cannon.
Raid the Venerable, the only Tau Cannon, the amazing.
Exactly. So I'm actually going to stop off here. Normally I wouldn't stop there, like if I was trying to go for a PB or something, but stop here and just safety strat, get a little bit extra shield energy. So this can be really annoying. So there's a really bad, oh, that doesn't bode well. There's a really bad soft lock that can actually happen at this part of the game. So I'm just going to quick save like every 2 seconds here. Actually, because if you lose these 3 scientists, we nicknamed the bald guy Twiddle D, because he's the one that causes the soft lock if he doesn't go to the right position. And he did, so we're good. No soft lock. But sometimes he can get stuck behind the other 2, and it just completely soft locks the entire game, and you can't do anything but reload a good save.
We'll stay here for a moment.
But that did not happen, so we're good.
It's a trap.
So that was pretty smooth. Alright, let's find us a prop. What do you think, Kovic? Keyboard or phone for teleports? Let's go phone.
Next to the keyboard guy.
Let's try the phone. If that gets clipped into him, we'll go for the keyboard next then. Okay. 1 for 1. 2 for 2. 3 for 3. All right. Phone. It's a phone day. Night. It's night.
Now.
Stay close to the door. So the game can also soft lock here too. It's really annoying, but we're good. Oh, that was a really good boost. And then I go and get stuck there. Let's give myself a second boost and do a save delete here. That first boost was pretty smooth though. Well, that was terrible. That was much better.
Right, so we're in surface tension, and there's a very big dam here, but we will skip it by shooting a SMG grenade to the air, then setting up the 2 grenades, on quantum pausing, and when it all explodes, we're on top of a cliff brush here, and now we can surf along this cliff and go to the next map and not deal with the dam at all.
Yeah, so there's like a really big like pseudo boss fight helicopter thing that you have to do there. And that just skips the entire thing. So do another save delete, get us some fresh equipment.
More grenades.
Oh man, that was really bad movement on my part. That was better. That Red Bull is making me so jittery right now. Oh yeah. Getting past the Hound Eyes and not getting stuck. Let's go. Hogs in chat for that. It's actually very, very easy to get stuck on the Hound Eye there because they just love to run out in front of you and body block your path. Oh, that was not good. Okay, well, that was really bad on my part, but that's okay. Safety strat, we're good. So this next strat is also a Half-Life 1 strat, like a gold source strat. And in both games, the original and this, it's incredibly tricky. And so this is like the first, I would say probably Kovic, maybe the first actual tough strat of the game. Is pipe to pipe.
In no clipping, yeah, I would agree.
So I'll let you explain this strat here and what's going on.
In a sense, it's quite obvious. We again use the quantum pause, and this time we use this marine to let him punch us 7 times, which gives us so much speed that we can fly over the entire cannon from almost one pipe to the other pipe.
And he just doesn't want to play ball today. So off stream, I was getting this, like, getting him to hit us in the quantum pause first try. There he goes. 7.
You can try and hit him once with the crowbar. Sometimes it helps.
There we go. Poggers. Ooh, maybe not. Poggers.
Yeah, the con of this is because you have so much speed, you will take fall damage, so it's important to land on the sloped
There we go.
rock in a good way. Oh, that was nice. On the sloped rock in a way to not take as much damage, or sometimes none at all, as just happened.
Slopes. Anybody, any Tribes Ascend players in here? Slopes are your friend.
That's a name I've not heard in a long time.
Kovic and I are old school FPSers, man.
Don't make them like they used to.
No, they sure don't, boy.
Agreed.
So that was actually some very smooth nade boosts there. So I'm going to go for a strat here called the barrel strat. So if this doesn't work twice, I'll just default to my backup strat that I have for this. Quick save.
Moving dangerously with the barrels, I see.
I know, always. So yeah, first attempt failed. Second attempt failed. You know what? Third time's a charm. Let's just go for one more attempt. Almost. So backup strat. Just doesn't want to work today.
Yeah, using the barrels is theoretically the fastest, because you can set them up in the last map and just shoot them once. But there's a ton of ways to do this, to get over this fence or on top of this box and not go around the building.
Oh, I would do that. Roof. Let's jump on top of these objects and just do a circle jump around there, and that's this entire map skipped.
The easiest way through the
Exactly.
Hell.
Yeah, so like there's like kind of a different intended route there to go over all the trip mines, but yeah, as Kovic indicated, that's the easiest, quickest way to go through them. So this actually coming up is going to be the first like major few out of bounds skips. So Kovic, do you want to explain like why even in this category out of bounds is allowed?
Well, it's not technically out of bounds, as in out of the map somewhere in the void, because that would be any percent. But we're just going outside of the playable space intended by the devs, because we jump on top of this roof, and because they didn't put invisible walls and stuff in there, we can go on top of a roof, which is not even textured, and it looks like out of bounds, but it's actually fine.
The man, the myth, the legend himself.
Yeah, quick save here, or quick save and quick load here, because that makes the tank appear and open the door. And now we just have to bounce back. I recommend a rocket if you have.
Yeah, I'm thinking so. Much better. Usually I can hit it with the SMG nade, but I don't know. Just didn't want to work for me. That's okay though. Rocket, backup strat, hog. So some more loads here, do another save delete to refresh everything.
Mainly SMG nades, which will come in handy, I believe.
And usually I do a second, hit my save load bind a second time, because that lets you start moving a little bit sooner. Oof, good. There we go, that's what we want.
Here as well, we jump on top of the roof, and you're not really supposed to be here, but it's not out of bounds.
So I'm just gonna grab some HP there real quick. Alright, so nothing just wants to work for me today. Story of my life. And then I go and miss the tanker. Okay, we're good. This is like really not Pog at all, but not the smoothest I've ever done that sequence, but we're okay. Speedrunner's curse.
It happens to all of us.
It does. I'm actually just gonna...
Yeah, destroy the box
a little bit more. Ooh. HP here. To get ready for this boost. Here we go. So this skips like a huge section of the map. I don't know what I was stuck on there. That was weird.
This pipe is very awkward. Right, and this is a funny thing. There's a puzzle here where you have to turn off the gas, but you just jump through because it doesn't give that much damage actually.
Yep, so we can just pretty much skip the whole thing. Let's get a bit of shield here. Or I guess shield power. Don't move. There's a sniper. Alright, let's see if the guards are next to each other. They are. Yay. Thank you for your sacrifice.
So you can see, if you will not social distance, you will get a rocket.
Exactly. Social distance, folks. Otherwise, you'll get a rocket to the face. So this section of the game here can also be kind of annoying, just because that security guard can die so easily by the enemies here. Okay, so it's actually not too terrible. And he also likes to slow down and wait and shoot stuff, so I'm actually going to quick save here and just kind of play it safe and wait on him.
Jesus. Not how I thought my day was gonna go.
It's very important, obviously, in case you missed it. He's the only guy for about half a mile who has land the codes.
And the game takes that very seriously, because if he dies, fade to black, really. This doesn't look very safe.
Oh, that'll get your heart pumping. After you, good sir.
Thank you, good sir. All right, and on to the Gargantua. Or what would normally be the Gargantua fight, but, you know, because we're speedrunners and we break games, we're just going to skip it. There is no Gargantua. It's kind of like the Matrix.
It's more like a Gargantua sprint.
Kind of like the Matrix, you know? There is no spoon, there is no Gargantua. So to skip it, we just use the Tau Cannon and boost ourselves across, and that's it. You don't have to use the map up there to kill the Gargantua. Oh. That door is really weird, like when it likes to open. Alright, so I'm actually going to do a hard save here, because this is one of two places the game really likes to crash. Oh, we're safe.
You are only delaying the inevitable.
I know. So if it doesn't crash here, it's going to crash in Zen on the second part of Zen. Because I know where my game likes to crash, and it's these two, one of these two spots.
Crashes in slightly different spots for everyone, but it is guaranteed to crash once per run.
That was actually really pretty solid movement down there. That was a little bit more speed than I wanted, but played out pretty nicely. So I'm going to go for the new strat here. Ah.
Oh, nearly.
Nearly. So. Let's try it one more time. If not, I'll do the old strat.
You're crouching, right?
Yes. Alright, one more time. There we go. Got it. Fourth time's a charm. Was that 5? I don't know. I can't count.
I lost count.
I'm American, I can't count. Grab some of these. Give ourselves a nice little rocket boost. And then promptly get body blocked by the Marine there.
End of the Marine, you shall not pass, apparently.
That does seem to be the case. Three. I can count to 3. 4. That's how many attempts it took. Give ourselves a little bit of a boost there. Do a quick save, and we wait for the tank to blow this gate open here for us. While I get absolutely shredded by that. Oh, that was a good boost through there. That was really good.
Yeah, Shvok just got boosted by the alien teleporting in. If you stand at the place where he wants to teleport, he sort of pushes you out in order to make space. That was a boost in a very nice direction.
Quick save here. Another freight elevator skip.
Major structure detected. Automatic medical systems engaged. Morphine administered.
So I'm gonna do the old strat here because it's what I know best. Quick save.
75%.
So that was actually pretty clean. But there is a newer strat there with a double satchel boost at the bottom railing that just, you skip all that and it boosts you straight over. And our friend the Kovic here, you can thank him for that strat, but I don't always get it to work first
safer
try.
than going over the top because you don't get hit by the ninjas as much. But we actually got to it very cleanly this time.
Alright, I'm gonna try the A table strat here. So, fun fact.
I apologize, Dr. Freeman, but I'm sure you understand that
Wait
I
for it.
couldn't risk opening that door until you had scoured the area.
So this scientist here, during his dialogue,
This is the last
pretty much right
entrance to
here,
the
he
Lambda
explains
complex.
that there is a few of them here and that they all drew
Involved in
straws to see who would stay behind.
that you might actually make it here. We drew straws to see who would stay behind and let you through.
And so the fun fact about that is, just like an homage to that, the game devs built in some details so that each time you play through the game in this chapter, it's actually a different scientist there at that door that opens
The
it.
reactor is shut down right
So
now.
that's actually pretty cool that they put that little detail into the game.
Activated on your way out.
That's pretty neat.
You'll have to flood the door.
Lately, and during my practice runs, I've been getting the scientist with the glasses, but today I got him. And it rotates through, I think, 3 or 4 different scientist models that get left behind or stay behind or whatever to let you in.
Yeah, they probably iterate through an array of models, and once it hits the maximum length of the array, it loops back to 0.
Correct. So do another quick save and a Tau Cannon boost here. Oops. And a Tau Cannon boost here. There we go. First try, nobody saw that. Head crab tries to ambush us there, but I say no.
Power 17.
Oh, that zombie had a very big head.
He did. That zombie, you might say he's a big brain.
I see what you did there.
I really wish I had my timer running because I feel like this is actually a pretty good pace.
I was just gonna ask if you have it
I
running or
don't have my live split timer running, and I'm really regretting it now because I didn't want the extra distraction of live split timer and doing like a live event like this, since this is my first live event.
Okay.
But I feel like this is like pretty good pace actually.
Looks like it.
Don't get stuck.
What's your usual PV pace? Or average?
So Kovic, what was my? I'm currently 3rd place in my category. Kovic, what was my last time? Because he's the one that approved the run.
150 something. Let me look. Yeah, 156. 1 hour 56 minutes.
Yeah. So total game 1 hour 56 minutes for this and Zen, and that's in-game time, not necessarily real time.
Thankfully, Shvok has a very quick PC.
Yes. We're just going to use the Tau Cannon, boost ourselves across there. Lovely.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, thank you, Kovic. I used to do that a much harder way, like harder than it needed to be, because I'm not as big brain as Kovic here. And Kovic was like, Shvok, what are you doing? Let me show you the way. And he did. And I learned.
how we do it.
Jump around that barnacle there. So on those catwalks there, this one, oof. And the last one, the reason I just kind of pause there and readjust myself is to not get stuck on a barnacle that's hanging down. I'm like Velcro for the Vortigaunt's today. Let's see if I can get another 0 damage railing. Nope. So I'm going to take out the Tau Cannon once more to hopefully I can get a fairly clean boost. Just give myself a bit of speed. Well, that worked out pretty well, actually. So this next part here, you kind of have to swim through this long tunnel, but using a combination of kind of the same glitch that we do in vents and a grenade, we can get through here a little bit quicker, even though we're underwater. And so that reference to the air vents earlier, like in the earlier chapters of the game where we're going through like air vents and stuff, if you're crouching and strafing while holding W, you move quicker through the vents than just like standard movement. Not sure why that is, but you do, so there you go. And so coming up is another strat that I used to do a slightly harder way, but now I use what's called the 3 grenade boost strat. Can I get on top of the pipe? Thank you. Go. And that makes that strat infinitely easier. And so last part here. So usually there's like a whole sequence that you have to go through which powers up the reactor and you lower the reactor shields. And then you have to like...
Lasers are everywhere.
Yeah, there's lasers everywhere. Like that whole chapter is like this whole big thing and we just skipped the whole thing pretty much with that. Or at least that part of it. There's still one more where we have to go through some teleporters. But we're actually going to skip a good bit of that too. That's coming up here in just a minute. I got back boosted there a little bit. Can happen. Hi G-Man, bye G-Man. So we're gonna go on here.
Might remember this spot from the original Half-Life. You have to go through this teleporter in a certain order, which is number 2, number 4, and number 7. And I recently found out that you don't have to do trial and error because there's a secret room a bit earlier where the game actually tells you the correct combination. You found it written in blood.
And so there's like one more like kind of like teleporter room or whatever that we'd normally have to go through to get here, but with that rocket boost I just did, that saves us from having to do that. So you basically skip like another nice little chunk of Lambda core and we go straight to where we get teleported into Zen, and then the real fun starts because oh Zen.
So this is the guy, huh? Thought you'd never make it.
Oh, nonsense, Hunter.
So we've recently just added Earthbound only categories to this game, which so far in my category I'm the only one who's run it. Which is basically everything up to here and where you get teleported into Zen. At the teleport, nice. I've actually been getting pretty good NPC teleports today, so that's kind of good. But Zen in this game compared to the original is a lot more intricate, detailed, and longer. That's what she said. And so most of Zen, the way we play it is completely different from Earthbound, which is where you're in Black Mesa. And the way it's different is, gosh, Kovic, pretty much what, 80% of Zen, 90% of it is just nothing but giant boosts. Like that's it. It's just boosting everywhere.
The alpha and omega of Zen is the long jump module, which we will receive in a bit, and the amount of speed it gives you, and also no fall damage. It's ridiculous.
Right, very, very powerful.
Well, let's put it this way. There ain't gonna be much for
And being used in tandem with the
Yes.
boosts, all the satchel and trip mine boosts that we do, allows you to do some things that you normally otherwise probably couldn't do.
Also low gravity.
Also, low gravity does help out quite a bit.
He'll equip you with the proper armaments for the task ahead.
Come on, trigger. Trigger. Come on, trigger, please. Thank you.
So glad you made it.
So I recently, because like I said, I've only been running this game for about, I don't know, 3-4 months. I recently actually found out that once one of these NPCs dialogue is triggered, you have to sit and wait for the other one to start, between the security guard and the scientist that lets you get the long jump module. So to save time, we do a save delete at the start of this level, and then that gives us health and ammo that we'd normally get from the other security guard, and that lets us trigger the cutscene to get the long jump module sooner, which saves a good few seconds. So we're just gonna stop and pick this guy up.
Hello, Freeman. I'm up here.
No! I fell. Oh well. So normally I was gonna try and teleport that scientist, but for some reason I fell off the railing there. Not Pog. But, you know, Black Mesa's being taken over by aliens, and this dude's chatting with other scientists about pizza. So if you actually no-clip into this room, they're talking about who took whose, like, coffee or pizza or something.
Once it has begun, I must not be interrupted or I'll have to start all over again.
Fun fact, if you go to the developers Discord server, there is a whole channel dedicated to pizza and its secrets.
Yes. Yes, there is, and it's amazing. So I highly encourage anybody watching this run to pick up this game if you don't have it, and support it, because it's a lot of fun and it's the reason we run it, all jokes aside. And there are some amazing Easter eggs that pay homage to the original game, and just some really cool things that the developers added in for like the achievements and stuff, which Kovic, you just recently got done doing 2 of the major ones, right?
I actually recently got all the achievements, and it was a journey, let me tell you.
Also, we have a little bit of a cutscene here, so I don't know if you guys have any more donations or anything. Got a little bit of time to read them off here. Got some downtime. Guys, donate! Start donating! Quick! Donate to the cause.
I think Zombie Punk is speaking, but I can't hear him.
I was just about to say the same thing. His mic is lighting up right now, but there's nothing coming out.
My bad. That's what I get for muting myself there. No, what I was saying is, unfortunately, I do not believe we have any new donations as of yet. However, what I would like to see him doing, I'm going to challenge chat here to get us to the $2,000 mark by the end of this run. And what that gets for you, the milestone for the $2,000 is the Final Fantasy randomizer drop your weapons one. And then at 2,500, you get Super Monkey Ball, Banana Blitz, Ultra Heaven Run, and that one also has a bid war for which character is going to be played. So let's get those donations in. Let's make it happen, because it goes to a good cause. It goes to the Equal Justice Initiative, and they're going to do what they can to make sure that justice is actually served, you know, in the United States, and end the mistreatment and just misapplication of our justice system. So, donations go to a great cause. You get to see more awesome speed runs. There is literally no downside. So let's make it happen, guys. Let's get to that $2,000 mark by the end of this run.
Yeah, buddy. Let's do it. Great cause. So we just teleported into Zen. So for those of you who have not seen the new Zen, you're about to, or at least bits of it, because we're going to skip most of it. And so coming up right off the bat here is a pretty big skip, which let's see how lucky I am. Normally I get this first try, but we'll see. Gordon's got to recompose himself.
And get the crowbar.
Yeah, cannot forget the crowbar.
If you look to the left, you will see screenshot land or wallpaper land. Very beautiful. And now we.
I didn't get it. Unfortunately, I got stuck on something, piece of geometry there. There we go. That's it. Perfect. Straight across. So normally you'd have to go through like a series of teleporters or something and lower some ramps. But I just skipped that whole thing by using the Tau Cannon boost and long jump module and a SMG grenade.
We're inside a base for some of the scientist research teams.
By the way, just a quick side comment there. I have to agree with Adam Katana. That was pretty pog camp. Watching you just whoosh across the.
Well, I do appreciate it, but you know, that was pretty pog, and when we get to the other boosts, they're going to be even more pog, if you can believe it. Kovic can vouch for that. They get pretty insane in Zen. This
Flying
is like
through the air is the name of the game in Zen.
pretty much. Okay, so if you guys remember earlier, I was talking about places my game likes to crash. I'm going to do a hard save here because it didn't crash there, which means it's going to crash here. If it doesn't, I'm going to be shocked. Hey, there it is.
Mr. Kerr.
It's the black
overflow has decided to show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it's guaranteed to happen once per run, as I said.
Yeah, exactly. So every person who runs this game, we always get at least one crash every run, guaranteed to happen. And that really isn't anything against the game itself. It's just that the developers have pushed the limits to the original source engine so far, like the game just kind of, sometimes the engine doesn't know what to do. And the other good thing here is that at least when the game crashes, you know, because we time it by in-game time, it actually pauses the timer, so we don't lose really too much time when that happens, which is good.
In fact, it's a good opportunity to go for a pee break or something.
Yeah,
Chill
pretty
out,
much.
make coffee, and then do the rest of them.
All right, so this is so like I said, Zen is the land of boosts. So this is, where's my other satchel? I'm gonna do a save delete because I don't know what happened there. That's interesting. I should have had 2 satchels there. Okay, yeah, there we go. Now I have the standard 3. That was really weird.
I'm sorry, did you just like pull a head crab out somewhere?
That was actually a snark, which you get at one point in the game. So they're like aliens, like biological grenades is the best way to think of it. They're called snarks. So here we go. First of many boosts. Not quite. Not quite. Very close, but not quite. I had a little too much upward momentum instead of forward momentum. That time I had no momentum at all. Just going to use the Tau Cannon just to guarantee my boosts, and that's what we're looking for. So you kind of so in parts of Zen now you have to shoot those like tumor looking things, those growths, because they open up to other areas on the map that you need to access, like those giant leaves or whatever, alien leaves. So we shoot those. Well, you have to, even in casual play, to progress. Hey, there's your Snark. Your one-eyed, cute little bugger, isn't he?
He's sad because we don't ever use him, so he at least shows up after safety distance.
Exactly.
He could be the run mascot.
You know what? He could be. I want a Snark plushie now. Somebody make it happen. I'm sure somebody in chat is talented enough to make that happen. So just like residue processing, this little sequence of the game here is amazing, well thought out, and so much fun to do. I absolutely love it. This is just such an amazing sequence right here. The pinnacle of FPS skill.
To explain, this is a sort of rehash of the warehouse of heck from Surface Tension. There are trip mines everywhere, and if you activate one, you're just insta-dead. There's all these plants around, they explode. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, so no matter what, if you're stuck in that alleyway until you clear it, that entire alleyway is an instant kill trigger. So it doesn't matter what you do, you will die until you're outside of it. So I'm just going to do what Kovic refers to as my really weird setup here. Oh my god. Hog first try, let's go.
Actually, you did the setup well, I think, this time.
You know why, Kovic? It's because you criticized me enough on my streams when I'm doing a PB run that I just decided to listen. But yeah, I kind of have like a little bit of a longer setup than normal there because I kind of use it as like a fallback, but yeah, that whole strat there lets you skip a pretty good chunk of the game.
It's a pretty large room.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, nice boost.
So here we intentionally get stuck on this barnacle, kind of like we did on that other one and on a rail, because he lets us skip most of this path here by essentially just giving us a free elevator ride up to it. Oops. And that's that.
It's all 3 tumors, and now we can exit this tree area and go into the river.
I wanted to try it. Okay, that didn't work. We'll do the bull squid strat now. So there's actually a jump you can do there that if you time it all and have the movement down, boosts you right up to the top of that waterfall, but this strat here is kind of like the normal one. Here we go. Hit me again. I was hoping he would hit me twice, but just like the Marine, he's not... There we go. 1.
You get tail swipes, you need just 2.
Holy pog!
Yeah, that was 4 times.
So that's never happened before. That was really clean. That was nice.
Nice.
That can be a really tricky boost to pull off, and a lot of times you'll get stuck in the transition. But first try, let's go.
It's a bit harder with the SMG nades, so I use 2 satchels. It's safer, but a bit slower.
Kovic in here with the big brain again, the guaranteed strat. See, I just learned something new, actually, chat. I've never even thought to use satchels there. But it makes sense. And I just hit my head on the alien leaf there. Gordon's got a small gash in his forehead now. Oh. Alright, try this one more time.
Yep. Just jump over it.
Okay, well, we'll just...
You go on the steps to the left, you can just jump over it, you have enough height.
I'll just do that.
Will you have enough satchels now for the next map?
Well, we can always save delete.
No, you can't. You don't have enough.
Oh, that's right. I may have just screwed myself pretty badly. I have 1 satchel. I didn't think about that. I have 2. How many do you need? 3?
3. You can use a trip mine maybe.
Yeah, you know what?
Provide.
Let's try it. Come on, Gordon, you can do it. There we go. So we're actually kind of hitting a load trigger from the back, which skips a good portion of Zen. And me trying to be all big brain and stuff. Let's see how badly I screwed myself. So put it about here. So normally, as Kovic indicated, we'd use 3 satchels here to do this boost. But we're going to try it with 2 and a trip mine. Oh, Pog, let's go. Oh my god.
Saved.
Woo! I dare say that was actually better using the satchel. So this next part of Zen is probably the most tedious part, because there's a bunch of puzzles that we basically have to solve. It's really annoying. This is maybe the one part of the game where I don't know, I don't really feel like it really fit or belonged, but whatever. And you'll see why, like, can be quite a bit annoying to make it through this part here.
Fun fact, if you remember the Zen chapter from original Half-Life 1, this map is basically it. It's that strange island which you could see in the beginning, and then later there's a puzzle where well, in Half-Life 1 it's very simple. You just press 3 buttons and a teleporter appears, and this is the same concept, just super large.
Right, they massively expanded on it, so there's a lot more that has to be done. All right. Let's see if these yeah, today's gonna be a what I like to call a Velcro day, where we just repeatedly get stuck on a bunch of barnacles, because sometimes they're made of Velcro, sometimes you go right through them. It's like really, it's a toss-up.
Let me go closer to the wall so you don't bounce off.
Yeah, there we go. Got it. And then we just do a long jump off the edge of that and use a Tau Cannon boost to get us over. And we basically skipped a puzzle that you have to solve there to get across.
Nice.
And we have to use these, like, the alien version of electrical wiring to plug up these links here. To allow us to use things in Zen.
This black activates the energy shield there, and the shield plus door equals no death from boom.
Correct.
That was very eloquent.
So this is another room, kind of like before, where all the trip mines were in Overworld and in Zen a little bit earlier, where there's like basically the entire room is one big kill trigger. I just had a massive brain fart there. But yeah, so that room is basically one giant kill trigger. So you can't really skip or like explode those prematurely. Nobody likes a premature explosion, Kappa, or bad things will happen.
Remind me later to show you the new strat for that room.
Oh, I like new strats. And that's actually the great part. I mean, again, anybody who's looking for something to run, or if you like the Half-Life series, I recommend giving this game a try and practicing running it, because it's far from optimized. Like, we're still finding new ways of doing things and like better ways of doing things, and it's a lot of fun. And honestly, like, you know, I know everybody says this about their game, but it is a really great community. Has some great people like Dukovic, who's joining me here, and a lot of other really awesome people. So I would 10/10 would recommend. So plug that up. That's, now we just wait and we can activate the portal. There we go. All right.
Are you doing the strat on the next map?
I sure am.
Right. So I'll
let you I'll let you.
So especially considering the cost, us in the Black Mesa speedrunning community, we're not really fans of senseless violence. So we will actually not kill the Gonarch and skip it instead.
Correct. So the Gonarch skip, you skip the first fight here and the last fight, so basically the entirety of Gonarch. Oh, first try. Oh, almost. Never mind. Damn.
You could have gone a bit to the left, you would have made it. One more satchel.
Oh, yeah, I didn't put the second one down, did I? Or that could happen, it could just fall off the edge. This is an exercise in satchel placement. There we go. Like, 5th try or whatever again. So again, these strats that you're seeing here, they are considered legal in this category. Where am I not falling off?
Further, go further. You need to go on par with the yellow crystals. That's where you fall off.
Yep, there it is. There we go. But like before, there we go. Like before, this is legal to do and no clipping, because you're actually not getting stuck inside something. You can, as you can see, I can still freely move around. So we're allowed to do some of these skips that you also do in the no void clip category.
Yeah, we're outside of the intended playable space and in something I like to call the displacement lands. Just from basically looking at everything from the other side. But you're not going through walls or getting stuck inside things, so it's perfectly fine.
Correct. Or doing what's called prop clipping, where you use, in most cases, like a barrel or something, but a piece of geometry or a prop to actually clip you through another piece of geometry, which usually ends up being like a wall, floor, or ceiling. And so doing those methods and the category of the game that I run is not allowed. So we just have to wait for the fire to burn that there. Give ourselves a nice little boost past the Gonarch.
Hello, Gonarch. Goodbye, Gonarch.
Oh no, please don't get stuck. There we go. Ooh, this is a really sketchy amount of HP for this next strat. But we'll see. We'll see how this works, because I actually have to do another rocket boost here.
I think you'll have to do a safety.
Yeah. But let's find out. Oops. Ooh, maybe. Let's try that one more time. 'Cause I've gotten through here before with a really sketchy amount of HP, so. Oh, so close. Let's try it. Let's give that one more attempt. If not, we'll do the safety strat. no. Okay, safety strat it is. That was a little too low of HP to use a rocket boost there. Go.
Yeah, the one downside of the long jump module is it gives you so much speed. Moving through small corridors and fine movement can become a bit tricky.
Correct. So it's usually better to, like, you know, crouch slide or something if you can. But again, you still run the risk of, like, oh, I don't know how I got stuck there. That was interesting. You can see the Gonarch kind of glitches in here. He just wants to say hello. Alright, I'm just going to do this the Tau Cannon way. My rocket boosts are not very good tonight, apparently. Or not. What am I getting? I'm getting stuck on something. I'm just losing all of my speed there, which is, like, not poog. There we go. Oh no, the Gonarch is glitched. That's what I was getting killed by. Oh, that's not good, actually.
If I go around it, maybe use a couple of satchels.
Let's see if we can, like...
To the left.
There is just a massive kill trigger there. So, this is what I said, that interesting things always happen to me in my speedruns. This has, like, never happened before. I didn't even know this could happen. I had no idea this could happen. Do I have grenades? Can I boost? Let's try that. The answer is no, I cannot. I may have to reload this. This is like basically a soft lock, actually. Yeah, this is like basically a soft lock that's happened. I don't know how I can progress here.
You have 2 satchels, maybe put them underneath you and try to go over Gonarch.
Oh, there we go. Wow. That has literally never happened before. I didn't even know that could happen. Usually the Gonarch just kind of falls straight through here with you and nothing happens. That was, again, weird things can happen in these runs.
Right. At least crisis is averted.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know. I think I just got really, really lucky there. And somehow, like, when the Gonarch raised one of its legs, that I maybe snuck under the kill trigger.
Right.
So we're going to get some HP because now we're going to go into quite a bit of boosting again. We just kind of, I usually just stop off there and just top up my HP and armor because there's both a health pool and those Zen energy crystals that give you suit power.
We're gonna need it.
Right, we're going to need all the Zoot power. Made it. Perfect. First try. Let's go. That was really good.
Yeah, this next skip skips the final fight with Gonarch. And it's a bit interesting. So, Shvok is gonna set up 2 satchels in this precise spot here. And you'll use them to boost straight upwards. And there's a ceiling there, but for some reason that ceiling just does not have collision with you, so you can go right through. Since it doesn't have collision,
got it.
It's not clipping. It's like a common sense ruling, because there are many props in the game, like a random railing, which doesn't have collision, so you don't get stuck on random stuff while playing. So if something doesn't have collision from the developers and you go through it, it's obviously fine. And for some reason, this ceiling also doesn't have collision. Well, I say for some reason. I actually, it's nearly confirmed that the reason is because the Gonarch is so thick, it would not be able to pass through.
He's a thick girl. So what just happened there is, even though I was out in outside the quote-unquote playable area, the map load trigger actually extends out a little bit past that wall. So I basically hit the load trigger from the other side.
Yeah, correct.
So another 3 satchel boost. Nearly perfect. I kind of got stuck on a prop there, but that's okay. We can continue. No harm, no foul. And unless that happens.
That's why I quick save there.
Yeah. It was just one of those nights where, you know, I get the initial boost, but like the follow-up, it's like there is no follow-up. I can get the dribble, but I can't hit the layup. I'm not sure what a hockey analogy would be for all you Canadians out there.
It has to be with something with a hat trick.
There you go. So a lot of long jump boosting through there to get, we're like a, you know, a salmon swimming upstream in the river. Although I don't know what the Zen version of that would be.
Ichthyosaur.
There you go, that. Right, so this... Whoops. This is really weird. Like, I'm getting stuck in some very interesting geometry that normally doesn't happen, but such is life. Kovic, do you want to explain the skip for this chapter?
Sure. So, further up, there's a large clip brush, basically an invisible wall, but we're gonna rocket jump and go over it in this spot, just like that. And this skips 80% of the map, pretty much.
Right, so normally you'd have to fight, or not really fight, but run from all these Gonarchs, or Gonarchs, God, what are these things called?
Yes.
Right. But yeah, you normally have to run from them, and it can be, especially if you're playing it casually and you're not used to it, a pretty long chapter. But yeah, we just pretty much skipped the whole thing. So I'm gonna try this one more time. Okay. So sometimes I can actually get a satchel boost and skip all this. I'm still working out a more consistent way of doing that. Because there's got to be a way to get through there quicker. So, like I said, lots of room for optimization and stuff in this game. But I think there's a pretty good satchel setup that maybe we could use there. I don't know if there already is one or not, Kovic.
I just long jump around in that place. Well, actually, there's a rocket jump. I just remember.
So here on this part, we just basically wait here for this Vortigaunt to pull the plug and lets us through. Thank you, Mr. Vortigaunt.
Right, and now we're really getting into the theme of Interloper chapter, which is there's a large, intricate room set up by the developers, but we're just going to put some boom boom stuff on the floor and go all around it and over it. Like this. Nice.
Thank you. Love it when it happens first try. But yeah, as Kovic was saying, there's like all these rooms the developers set up that have like lots of puzzles and stuff that are quite intricate. And you know, in the spirit of run it until you break it, we just skip the whole thing. There's my SMG grenade. There it is. So coming up here fairly shortly, depending on if I get this first try or not, is the first really big boost of the game. Nope, I did not get it first try.
So there's a setup here. You jump on this ventilator and aim at a spot, and then when you long jump backwards and release the tau cannon, you'll slide off some slope and hit on a certain ledge. On this ledge right here.
A little bit low there.
I think you hit the fence actually.
Yeah, I think I did. So, there we go. Not the smoothest I've ever gotten through there, but it works.
And do a standing long jump here. Just double tap.
Go. That's actually pretty good. So now I'm going to use a kind of a somewhat new setup for this area. It's right. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we do 4 trip mines and 1 satchel. Like I said, this is the first really big boost of the game. And so we set this up along this crack here. Back up just a little bit, quick save. And we point our cursor up here. And do that. And now we progress to the next part of the chapter. Which skips a lot.
Yeah, I recently played through it the normal way because I wanted to get achievements, and it was so long.
Yeah.
Gordon has got
I can imagine.
jumps.
Yes, he does. He is the one free man. So here, so that was the first big boost. We're going to see another slightly, not as big, but another large boost here. So set these up. So we do 2 trip mines. And like 3 satchels. Here. And so we're trying to get from here all the way up there. Perfect. First try, let's go.
Oh, that was very nice.
Yeah, that was a very clean boost. That was really, really clean.
Another boost on this map, and I think this might be the most important skip of the game with regards of how much time it saves, because this map is really long. Just a journey there and back again over some alien conveyor belts, but with the help of 3 satchels, miracles can happen.
Exactly. So I used to... Sorry, go ahead.
I know we're getting close to probably time here, so just give me a heads up before we get to that point.
Yeah, we'll do. We're actually... Oh, that was close. Almost lost that satchel. We still got a little bit more to go, but yeah, we're pretty close to the end here. Ooh, man. Okay, that was too much of a boost. And that was perfect.
Just have to find the hole now.
Kovic, do you want to explain to everybody the amount of trouble I used to have with that? It was pretty insane.
He kept strafing to the right and just couldn't find the right hole.
That's what I tell my wife. Just gotta find the right hole. Anyway, so what we're gonna do now is go through here and do another boost. This will be a 3 satchel boost. Quick save. Hog? That was another really clean boost, actually.
These skips are nuts.
And the craziest one is yet to come.
Exactly.
It is the most troll. It is the largest skip in the game, the biggest boom, and the most troll from an RNG perspective of like if you get it first try or it takes you like 10 tries.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have chat open or not, but chat is going nuts over these boosts.
I do not. I was like, you know, because this was my first like live event, I wanted as little distractions as possible.
That was probably the best choice.
Oh yeah, but you'll get used to it in time, trust me.
Exactly.
See, it's a lot easier to do this when I stream because I stream to like 5 viewers max, so I'm just, you know, nice and relaxed.
Right.
I probably shouldn't tell you how many viewers we got right now.
Yeah, probably not.
No. Yeah. He's already nervous enough.
Right before literally the craziest boost of the game, which is about to happen right now. So Kovic, I'm going to let you explain things while I get my setup going here and do a hard save for this.
So this map is a huge tower, and you have to climb it, and pretty much every floor has some sort of puzzle or something. But we will plant. I think he's gonna do 3 trip mines and 3 satchels, and then aim at.
I just lost my satchel. It disappeared into the conveyor belt. All right, but that's why we load.
Yeah, safety saves. Anyway, so we will plant these explosives and then aim at some very nice spot on the wall ahead, and he will bounce off of that wall / slope and just get a ton of height.
Didn't mean to do that. I walked into a trip mine and picked up a satchel that didn't explode. Go figure. Okay. Oh, almost got it first try. Shit, man, that was close. I hit my head on the platform that you have to land on. That's how close I was.
Oh, that sucks.
That's unlucky.
That was really unlucky. God, if I'd gotten that first try, that would have been huge pog. And so yeah, this is what I said. If you don't get it first try, it usually takes like a few more. But
right,
such is life.
Apparently, there's a lot of ways to set this up. Seems everyone uses a slightly different way.
And I would imagine even with all these retries, it's still saving an immense amount of time.
It is.
Yeah,
especially because, like I said, like our in-game timer during loads and saves, it pauses the timer, so it doesn't really count against your time. Oh man, yeah. Now I'm not getting the height that I got on that first boost.
You're readjusting after you load it, but you adjusted perfectly on the first try. I don't think you have to readjust. Just look at the place and boom. Yeah, that's better.
So yeah, I'm not gonna readjust. I thought I was like a little bit out of alignment, but I don't think I am. So. Whew. And then that happens too. So like sometimes like that's what I said like with this boost is like the geometry you hit like just pieces of geometry all over the place and like things that are jetting out from walls and whatnot. That was nearly it, just not the speed I need.
I think you detonated a bit later. Like a split second later.
Again, just like as a reminder, like this is a little tedious, but this is actually faster. Almost. That platform, man. If only I had the height there, that was the lineup. Am I too far over to the left, I think?
Someone in chat was like, Shvok's blasting off again.
Blast off!
Maybe you're looking in a strange spot. I personally always aim at the red dot. Works for me. There's the red dot on the wall.
Yeah, I just detonated too late. We're blasting off like Space Cone. Oh, please let this be it. Yes! That's it. Augers, there we go. That's a huge boost and a huge skip. And like I said, that is actually faster. Especially if you get it first try. That's like kind of where I'm at now for like my PB runs. Like if I don't get that, you know, like within the first few tries, I just have to reset the whole run.
Now you just need to use this jump pad to jump upwards. There's 3 force fields in the way, which normally you have to disable, but you can just air strafe a bit to the left.
Just like that.
Not deal with that.
And then we boost ourselves with the Tau Cannon. And hit a jump pad. And so that's the last really major skip of the game. So we're on our way to do a very kind of like long and tedious elevator sequence and then fight the final boss, and we're done. So we're pretty much at the end here.
Save delete might be important.
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, that recovers a good amount of HP that I need. And so that was like a pretty good skip there to get us over to the elevator a little bit quicker and while avoiding some kill triggers that you basically have to jump over.
That rocket jumps saves one entire fight sequence. It skips more than it looks.
Oh shit. There we go. Okay, that wasn't actually too bad.
What happened?
I hit the wrong bind. I hit my quick load bind instead of my quick save bind, but I had just quick saved, so it was okay.
Yeah, so this is the section. It's known as Ascension. It's just a really long elevator.
Right.
It's
And
nearly an auto-scroller, but not entirely, because you make stops for some fights, and so you can do them quickly, and that saves you time.
And the cool thing about like these last few parts of Zen is you actually have infinite like gluon gun ammo that gets recharged by these green crystals up here. So you can just kind of go crazy shooting stuff and not have to really worry about ammo because you get basically unlimited health and ammo from all these crystals in Zen.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, personally.
All right, let's see if I get this first try.
Yeah, so the thing in this place is
got it.
generators, which do shields for the alien controllers, the flying guys, and they are telepathically blocking the path forwards. So if you destroy the generators, you destroy the shield, and then you can kill the guy and continue. And Shvok just did it in one cycle. Didn't have to go off the elevator, stop to destroy the crystals, so that was very nice.
Yeah, that's sometimes that can be like shooting those rockets to destroy the power generators there that shield the controllers. Sometimes it can be a little bit RNG, but usually like if you kind of aim a little bit lower, it seems like it works. It makes it a little bit more consistent. This part of the game is also amazing for your frame rate.
Generators are a bit bigger, so there's gonna be a lot of particle effects just going nuts trying to destroy them as quickly as possible.
I hate it when that controller hides behind there. He likes to troll us a little bit.
Yeah, they can be very trolly sometimes.
There we go. And that is that sequence. So it was like a little bit, as Kovic would normally say, suboptimal. I could have actually probably done that a lot faster, but I just wanted to make sure that I had good lineups and stuff there. So
you can. It is possible to kill all 4 controllers in one cycle after you destroy all the generators, but it's really tight. If they just hide a bit, you're not gonna make it.
yeah, you will get cut down by some lasers. So basically, this elevator takes you up to Nihilith, which is the final boss. But the controllers like to troll you, and I hate this sequence of the game. They pull you back down for one last fight, but they seem to forget that Gordon has a glue-on gun, and that hurts a lot more than they do. So, whatever.
Fun fact about this ambush, there seems to be a way to skip it, but we haven't actually understood yet how it works.
Right.
On that.
And but hopefully we find how that works soon, because that's like a really nice skip to do, where you skip almost this whole elevator sequence by that in the ambush. And then also there for that ambush, if you noticed, I didn't kill all the controllers. You only have to kill the controllers that are glowing. Those are the ones holding the elevator down. The others don't matter, so don't waste your time with them. And so this is it. So we're going to the final boss now. So it's just kind of a little short sequence to the final boss from here. So just some movement here. Just going to, I usually do like a 2 satchel boost here. Everybody kind of has a slightly different way of getting up here. But this is the second to last teleporter that takes us to the final boss. That was actually a pretty clean boost, and now we go to Nihilith. And so I'm going to do a save delete here. Last save delete of the game to get some ammo and guns and stuff. You can see our guns refresh. So while I'm doing these setups, Kovic, do you want to explain the setup and how this fight works and the cycles in it?
So the way the fight works, first, the Nihilith is shielded, and the shield is powered by 3 spinning crystals. So first Shvok is gonna destroy the crystals with usually 3 rockets each. Is enough to destroy them. Then afterwards, once the shield is not powered down, it can be destroyed. So we will shoot the shield and then Nihilith behind it. And in that stage, Nihilith is shielded by some more crystals that will rise from the ground, and that's the reason why he set up those satchels in those places. That's where the crystals will come out from, and the moment they come out, he will detonate all the satchels and destroy them instantly, and that will move the fight into the final phase, where you just need to kill him. So that's the shield down, and now fire at him. The glow-on gun has the most DPS, so it's the fastest way to kill him, and that's the crystals.
So once you, as Kovic just said, once you hit those crystals, that activates the final phase of the fight. And so if everything goes right here, we will be coming up on time.
Yeah, the timer ends the second Shvok destroys the Nylon's brain/crystal inside his head. It will be obvious when his head opens, and then the moment it blows up, it's done.
Oh, wow. I was aiming right at it. That's a little not pog. All right, time. That's it. So now we get to enjoy our cutscene by the G-Man. If I don't know if you want to read any donations while we get our in-game credits here.
Currently, we haven't gotten any new donations.
No donations for the boosts? Oh, man. But
Come on, Chad. Yeah, you have to admit, Chad, those booths were something else.
So yeah, that's Black Mesa done quick, I guess. Like I said, I'm Shvok, and joining me on the couch was the Kovic. For my category, I hold 3rd place, and currently I'm the only one who's done Earthbound only in my category, so any new runners would be welcome so we can get a race going. Kovic holds 2nd place in his category. Yeah, Kovic, do you want to plug the... What's that?
Can I do some shoutouts?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get some shoutouts for the community.
Like shout out 2838 who made the timer work, and it's amazing. And I would also like to shout out a guy named A-Table who holds the world record for this game. He's a sick guy.
Yeah, his runs are insane to watch. If you guys want to stop by, I run the game on my own Twitch channel Tuesday, Thursday, and Sundays, and sometimes I can stream in between depending on my work schedule. I usually stream like around 9, start streaming around 9 Eastern. So you can find me at twitch.tv/Shvok. And yeah, thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it. This was a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Oh,
yeah, it was a lot of fun to watch.
Discord for Black Mesa.
Oh yeah, so go ahead.
If I can just put the link to the Discord, maybe in chat.
Yeah, please, by all means, please.
Yeah, we have a great Discord community for this game.
While you're putting in that Discord link in chat, though, just so you know, last moment, we did get a $5 donation from Decampant 316, $5, boosting that amount. Asterisk, 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 asterisk. The aliens. Can only imagine what they said.
Gordon, go fast.
Gordon went very fast. But yes, that was an amazing run, and we definitely have a lot more show coming up, everybody. So hold tight. Just so you know, coming up next, we have a Shantae and the 7 Sirens run by Pappy QC, but this is going to be the end of my hosting period. Coming up next, your next host is going to be Nico Plays Things, so give them a nice warm welcome as long as the next runner coming up. Just as a quick reminder, once again, to everyone out there in the internet land, this is a charity event, and all donations go to the Equal Justice Initiative. And they are committed to ending mass incarceration and excessive punishment in the United States. They're doing amazing things, guys. So all your donations go to that. Oh no, G-Man just donated $20.
Oh.
My offer is null and void. Do not take the portal.
It's a little late for that.
But,
I mean, he does work for the government, right?
Supposedly.
Yeah. Speaking of G-Man, I think the G-Man just showed up. What's up, G?
I'm always watching.
Always watching.
Thank you again, Shvok, and
yes, thank you guys
Coach,
very much
for doing that amazing run. And as I said, that's been my time. Give it up for oh God, wake up, please. Our next host, Nico Plays Things. I'm going to go ahead and hop off here. I think I got a bed calling me. You guys have
Same
a
here.
lovely night.
Thank you guys so much. Thanks, Kovic.
Pleasure to be here.
No problem. Let's transition.
Ready to go.